Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Stinson Farms. Merry Christmas. By the time you'll be seeing this video, it'll be probably the day after Christmas, but tell everybody Merry Christmas out there, all the people that watch the channel, and those that follow us and keep up with what we're doing. Really appreciate you. Just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you're having a good time, and hope you're having a good opportunity to spend some quality time with your families. But guys, I'm here today. Last video I done was an update on some projects I wanted to do. Don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but this is a project that I'm gonna have to do sooner than later. So it's gonna be the next thing I do. So today I just want to give an update on the GEHL 100. Had a video here a while back, grinding some cow feed with it. And I said in that video that I didn't know if it would make it all the way through that batch of feed, but it did. But that's the only batch it's gonna make until I do some pretty major repairs on it. So I want to do an update on that, show you what I got coming up on it, and I'll be making some videos of tearing this thing apart and what I'm gonna do to fix it and everything. But I just wanted to bring you along to let you know what I'm gonna be doing to it. So I've got it back down here in the barn. I don't have any electricity in this barn. There is lights up, but I use a generator to run those. I don't have my generator down here, but I hope you can see this well enough. I've got my bottom auger, the feed auger that goes from the hammer mill and takes it back to the mixing tank. Now, I mentioned that auger was bent, and you probably can't see it very well back here. Maybe you can see that sprocket, but somewhere towards the front end, just a little ways on that auger, it is bent somewhere in this area. And it's really wobbling, and it beat this bearing out, or actually beat the bolts out of the bearing. And it wobbles real bad. It's hitting the bottom. With the bolts out of it, it was hitting the bottom of the tank there. I'm gonna knock a hole in that if I keep trying to use it. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta strip everything off the back end here, the sprocket, bearing, and everything. We're gonna go up here, and I downloaded a manual offline for this thing, and I thought I was gonna have to pull this wheel off, but I'm not going to. This guard here will come off. Take the PTO off here. Then this shaft that runs through here, you got your adjustment bearings, sets here and here, underneath here. And then you got your pulley on the end of it that runs your hydraulic pump. All this bolts on from down here. When you pull this section of guard off, all this will slide right out. So I slide it out. Once I get the belt off, slide it out. And then the bottom auger comes out right here, if you can see that sprocket, and it'll unbolt. And the theory behind this is that it will slide straight out the front, and I think it will. So I want to get the auger out of it. If I can't make the repairs here, I'll take it to a machine shop, fab shop, and let them do it. I know some guys that are very good at that, and if I need any flights or anything on the auger, they can make those as well. If it just needs a new shaft, we can reuse our flights, but or a partial shaft at best, or at least, and that's what I'm going to shoot for. But I need to get that shaft straightened out, and that's the major thing I've got to do to it. Everything else worked really good when we were grinding feed. Because of that shaft being bent, I couldn't run any RPMs on my tractor. I had to run it real slow. I think get this shaft straightened out, I'll be able to run my RPMs up where I need it to be, and I think she'll do a good job grinding feed. But I got a couple small things other than that I need to work on, but one is replacing this cable up here for the unloading auger. It's in pretty bad shape. I'm a little bit skeptical each time I raise it up, but it will it won't be that big of a deal to change, and I have the cable, so that'll be another part of it. I do have another hole at the bottom of the grain tank. When I get all this out, maybe I can locate it exactly where it is that needs to be patched. But other than that, I think I got all the holes patched pretty good, and all the augers worked well. The hammer mill worked well, and I think we'll be in good shape. But that auger's got to have some attention, and it's going to have to happen now, because if I keep trying to run it, I'm going to tear up more than I've got to fix now. So got the old 3020 pulled in here out of the weather. My barn across the road's full, so I got it in this barn here at the house, keeping in and out of this weather. As you can see, we're in central western Kentucky, and we don't get this weather a lot, but it's white here, as it is across a good part of central United States right now. And we're cold, not as cold as some folks are, but I think the high today is supposed to be around 20 here, and it got down to a -5 is the lowest it was, I think, Friday night, so Thursday night. So it's been cold, unusual for us, but to get that cold, it's been a while, but it does it every once in a while. But it has been here lately, and tried to keep everything in the dry and keep the animals a lot of hay and feed, get them through the cold spell, and they're doing good. So that's what I got coming up. I want to make some repairs to this, and it's going to be, it'll be a job, but I don't think it's going to be a terrible job. But that's what it needs if it's going to run. When I get that done, I think we'll have a good little machine here. And we're going to crank it up and see just exactly what it's capable of. But I think she'll be all right. Well, guys, that's just a short update on the GEHL 100. And hopefully we can get this going, and we'll be grinding some feed here before long. I'm going to try to get it done before I run out of feed that I ground before, but I'm not going to work on it with it 15-20 degrees either. So it's supposed to warm up here in a few days, and I'll get back at it then. But I sure appreciate you, and like I said, Merry Christmas. If I don't see anything of you before, Happy New Year, and appreciate each and every one of you, and stay in, stay warm, and we'll see you next time.